Mo, how you doing? Thanks for spending time with us.
Yes, sir. No problem.
It's kind of a outside the box question, but how are the vibes different around the building when you're 7-1 as opposed to, something much less, 3-4, two, whatever. How different is it in the work environment?
It's a lot different. I mean, everybody's up tempo literally at every moment of the day. Guys are joking around all day. Everybody's just happy. Everybody's bonding with each other, joking around with each other. But when we're on the field, everybody's locked in though at the same time. So we understand when it's time to be serious and get to work and things like that. But I mean, the vibes are great, honestly.
So when it's not gone well, pick a year. I mean, it's your job and you come in and you're going to do your job, but it's just different coming to work every morning.
Most definitely. I mean, when you're not winning every week and not blowing teams out every week, you're a little more locked in. Everything's a little more serious. Not as much joking around going on. You're always locked in, but at that point in time, you're like locked in without the joking around part, without the joking around aspect. I would say so.
So joking around's better.
Yeah, I mean, just being happy, honestly.
Thanks, Mo.
Yep.
Jake, go ahead.
Hey, what's up, Mo?
How you doing?
So throughout your career, you've played with some veteran quarterbacks who are known for their preparation and leadership. Andrew, Matt Ryan, Philip Rivers. So far, like how does Daniel measure up to those guys? Like, is he kind of cut from that same cloth?
Oh yeah, most definitely. D Jones always in the building, always working, and it translates over to the field and walkthrough. He's always getting us in the right look. He's always talking to us. If this happens, I want you to do this and different things like that. And then it's translated over to Sundays. I mean, he sees the plays well. And then he's always getting us in the right check, and he's playing lights out right now for us.
Anyone else? Looks like that'll do it, Mo.
Cool, thank you.
Thank
Thanks,
you for
Mo.
your
Appreciate it, Mo.
time.
Yeah, what's up, Kamo? When you've been very candid about your mental health and things that you've been through in your career and things like that. So when you see a guy like Braden, come back from what he went through last year, playing at a high level. I know you're not on the offensive line in the trenches, but how much joy does it bring you when you see somebody go through something like that and come out on the other side a better person, better human, all those things?
I respect Braden Smith wholeheartedly, just for taking the time out for himself to really maximize his well-being, not only for himself but for his family. I know he has a newborn baby. He and his wife, they're covered by a great family, so I know the only thing they want for him is for him to feel his best. And I've had a lot of conversations with Braden um, through the time or probably post that time where he was going through a lot. And I just have a lot of respect and love, as a brother and as a friend for my teammate.
Steven, go ahead.
Hey Kenny, we're just talking to Shane about how he's like a big believer in maximizing the tight end position. You actually, you're on the other side of that a lot of times with other teams. And I know Pittsburgh has used a lot of their tight ends, Arthur Smith. Why are, let me rephrase that. Why are some tight ends, I guess, such difficult matchups? Because of the uniqueness, I guess, of that position. The size of the guys, the athleticism. Is there something unique about that position that makes it a tough matchup?
Yeah, I think, definitely for several wide receivers, tight ends in this league, they become wide receivers, and whenever they get the ball, they turn into a running back. So the more athletic ones, they kind of just box you out. Um, they kind of understand their size advantage that they have on a lot of different guys who are covering them in the league. That makes them a really good tight end who turns into a receiver. So, and that really gives the offensive coordinator and the head coach a lot of creativity to move them around, to build the trust within the offense, to have another guy that's able to go downfield and catch the ball. Not only just catching the ball, they're using many ways to, block and be in a run scheme. So When you think this guy may be going out for a pass, he's just blocking on this play, but it can be another aspect to the offense whenever it goes from a running offense to a passing offense. Obviously, with the boots and play actions that's able to occur in the offense, it just gives that versatility to an offense, and I think that's what makes our offense pretty good as well. You know, having Tyler Warren and different run schemes, obviously, and then it goes into a boot play action, shot play, having them in the backfield. So there's a lot of different things that you can do with a guy such as a tight end that's able to block and then get into the pass game.
Appreciate it.
Jake.
Hey, what's up, Kenny? So yesterday after the sack, you had the hand washing celebration, which was a callback to that social media video from earlier in the week. You know, on the surface, just kind of a silly thing, but how important is it to you, to make a impact in the community and connect with kids like you've kind of done throughout your career?
Yeah, just being one of those kids who looked at sports figures as like heroes and stuff like that, and obviously being in the profession that I'm in, a lot of the youth around town or social media, whatever it is, they see you as this this guy on a pedestal, or they just think you're an inspirational person. But just knowing my background, I just try to honor them as well, made them be seen, made them valued as well. So, and you never know how far that stuff like that goes. So there was a unique opportunity for me to kind of do something fun, funny, crazy for, whatever you think. But it was a point in time last week where some of the kids showed me a celebration that I should do, and I was like, I'm not too sure. And so I was like, you know what? I'll give you a shot. So if I make a play in the game, I'll do it in the games. You just never know how far it go, and any chance I get to honor those little heroes who fight illnesses and diseases and fighting their great fight each day. Any chance you get to kind of take the stress off of them, I think that's always an opportunity that all of us should probably partake in, and I think that's what it's all about.
Thanks.
We can do a few more. Joel.
Kenny, how do you feel coming back from being off for 2 or 3 weeks? Does it take some time to get back into it, or you feel pretty good about where you're at?
I mean, being off for a month isn't ideal. None of us want to miss time, obviously, but whenever we play this game of football, that's just something that we sign up for. Um, I think the organization and the coaching staff and my teammates just have given me a lot of grace and not rushing what I've been dealing with since week 3 to just to be my best whenever it's time to be my best, and having a time off to be a coach amongst other teammates or just be patient with whatever I'm going through. It's just been very important for me in my ninth year, and it's just it's working on my growth and my faith and everything that kind of goes into having an injury and just being away from the game. um and then obviously coming back last week versus the Chargers, and then this past week versus the Titans. It's a lot of like things that I got to work through to be as best as I can for the team, just to put us in the best position as possible and not be selfish. Like even whenever I'm feeling something, to speak up and to kind of shed away my self pride and to say, hey, I need one, Chris. Chris been amazing for not only for me but for the team as well. Just being prepared. He got to wear a lot of different hats of playing special teams and just being counted on when he doesn't really know if I'm gonna want a series off or maybe 2 plays off, because I'm not too sure if the pain that I have, it'll, wear off as fast as I want. So, just giving the team as much as I can, but there's other guys who are staying ready as possible to give the team what they have as well. So I try to do my best with those things, just by communicating and not really, surprising Chris or any other corner that we have to go in a game and, have these other components that we have to go win a series and get the offense the ball again. So just doing all we can as a group to stay ahead of the play and just make good plays.
We'll go with Jake, and then Kevin will be our last question.
Yeah, as one of those guys that spent some time banged up this year, what do you see with Jalen, who is a guy who a lot's been taken from him with injuries this year, and he's not been able to really establish himself under a new coordinator quite yet. How have you seen him kind of keep his head up and stay in there?
Well, I would just say from like my perspective of having to miss time during the season, something that you can always look forward to is it's a long season, so there's a lot of different opportunities that's still waiting to be made. There's a lot of good plays that's still waiting to be made. So I know Jalen is attacking treatment each day and just attacking, meetings and preparing like he's gonna play. Those things are very important to making sure that, you're not just falling behind in meetings and you're not just falling behind on just because you're not gonna be able to dress out on Sundays. There's a lot of things and a lot of time that you really gotta maximize over the weeks. Obviously we played 8 games over the course of the weeks, and he had gotten hurt middle training camp. So there's a lot of mental reps of like walk through time, meeting time. He's in weights with us. He's around us a lot still. So I think for me, and he's a guy that sits right by me in meetings. It's just making sure that you're preparing yourself for whenever you are coming back. So it's not even about the time that you're missing. It's about the time that you're preparing for whenever you get back on the field. So we want to be our best in November, December, going into this whole stretch of things. And so no matter if you miss one play or 1,000 plays, we need your best whenever your best is being called for. So yeah, I know there's a pressure for a guy that hasn't played yet this year. But it is a grace and there's a respect and appreciation from other teammates because we all count on Jalen Jones and we love him. And I know he's doing the right things to get back on the field with us. And I can't wait to see 40 back out on the field.
And Kevin, last question.
Kenny, you guys are 7-1, a best record that you've had at the midway point. Do you have any, I guess, thoughts, opinion if you guys should make a trade deadline move to try and improve where you guys are already at?
Yeah, my job is to play cornerback. I'm not too sure about any trade deadline moves. Whoever's in charge of that, which is Chris Ballard and staff, I know they'll make the best decision possible if needed.
That'll do it, Kenny. Thank you for your time.
All the best.